Hello and welcome to another Bitcoin update. Yeah, quick intraday update just before our member live stream today. Quick reminder, I mentioned in the last video, today at 5 p.m. UTC, we run our member live stream as every week, but this weekend I'll do two. I'll run two, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, so feel free to check it out if you are interested. Bigger picture here, we're still in some kind of a pullback. We do have 3 waves down. That's very important. We don't have 5 waves down from the high. Okay, so if we zoom in a little bit, we don't have 5 waves down from the high. So with only 3 waves down, technically speaking, the overall uptrend remains intact. Okay, even with the 5 wave move down, as long as the 5 wave move down is not too large and breaks below support, it could be, for example, the A wave of the B wave. Yeah? So 5 waves down, ideally we avoid them to keep the corrective look of the decline. That would be ideal. A waves can be 5 wave movements or 3 wave movements. But I can tell you if it's a 5 wave move, it's more clearly bearish. Yeah. So any 3 wave move down is appreciated. These change a lot. These morph a lot. Sometimes we don't get that last low. Yeah, people tend to complain about that, but honestly, you want messy corrections, yeah? You don't want, I mean, at least if you're still bullish, because what we don't want to see is actually an impulsive decline that is scary and might break support. We actually want the corrective pullbacks that tend to change in microstructure. The microstructure, as I always say, isn't so important. What is important is, do the bulls actually turn up before we break below $81,340? Yeah? And I already shared with you that it can be reasonable to start accumulating slowly, not without a plan. You know, I already mentioned how this triangle works in yesterday's video. Not going to just repeat that, but you can check it out, how to trade with Elliott Wave, just one way of doing it. But again, that was topic of yesterday's video. Check it out if you're interested. Overall, the idea is that we are likely in a correction. That means a corrective pullback in a larger uptrend still. Don't forget about the bigger picture, which shows us that we are quite close to an overall market top on the Bitcoin chart, especially when we look at the entire move up from the 2022 low. We are in the late stages, in the final innings of that rally, but we should still see further upside, especially as long as the pullback remains a 3-wave move, corrective in nature. Let's take a look at the shorter time frame. Bitcoin has been in a correction since the 22nd of May, so roughly for a week now. First of all, we saw that 5-wave move down in what I've labeled wave A, then a corrective rally in wave B, and now, in my opinion, a 3-wave move down, 1, 2, 3. Ideally, another 4-5 pattern. Again, that would be ideal. Someone asked me on X earlier today, what if we only have 3 waves down? I mean, what if we only get 3 waves down? Well, my answer was then we will probably see a 5-wave move up soon. That would be our signal that a low of sorts has already formed. I mean, I shared with you here this pivot, this support zone, to where the price could attempt to form a low. But as long as the rally is only a 3-wave move, it's, you know, I consider it a 4th wave bounce. It's small enough to be a 4th wave. To answer the question as well a little further, if we only really get 3 waves down, I mean, this is a 3-wave move down. But I guess the question related to this is 3 waves as well, but a C wave, yeah, should be 5. But it could be a WXY structure, then it's only 3. But again, you know, that's why I always say the microstructure isn't so important. It is important to help us understand when the correction is likely done. So we need a 5-wave move up from the low to indicate that at least a low of sorts is in place. For now, this is a corrective bounce, a corrective rally. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm watching for one more low, which could take the price to $101,690 or $102,511, for example. If we go higher and see a more substantial rally, then I would assume we are already in the B wave with standard resistance here between 106,418 and 110K. It now takes a break below this internal B wave low at 103,340 to suggest the next move down in wave 5 has started. So yeah, that's at the moment what we are tracking here. The price is in a correction. The 3-wave move up does not tell us yet that a low is in, but if we get another 4-5 pattern internally, I mean another higher low and another higher high, then a low of sorts might be in. We might see that today in our member live stream, during which we normally discuss these things as well. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. If you're interested, as I said, check out the membership. You can find some more info about our MCO membership on our channel page. There's a short video that explains it. You get access to member-only videos. Today I updated render, for example, to our member live streams once a week, this weekend twice. And then if you're a gold member, you even get access to our Discord server with Tradingview live chart links, a lot of educational content, also on trading mindset and psychology and much more. So check it out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.